Why hello there, my fellow carjackers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, episode 21, Van Down by the River. You know, if I'm trying to roleplay the fact that I'm living in a cryogenic nightmare, it makes sense to actually have a room that is enclosed. Eventually I want to replace the windows with walls too, for insulation. Well, for insulation, in air quotes, because there's no such thing as insulation in the real game. Yeah, my guess is my movement speed, I went from I dropped some level of severity. And I gotta tell you, it is nice to be able to hustle a little bit faster. Was there anything electrical in here? I don't recall. The instant snow is LOL? Yeah. It's the way the things get snowed on. It's pretty funny, though. It is a bit of a memory saver, I think, for the engine, though. Just be like, this tile has snow. Rather than have to recalculate every time. Well, you guys did not vote for me to just solely do carpentry, but that's kind of what this has been turning into. I think what will happen, given the time of day, tomorrow morning I will try to find a location that has more electronics. Maybe the apartment strips, the sort of townhouses that I started off at, and to loot and dismantle the electronics in there. Because each of those units had a TV. And that would be pretty good progress. Yeah, something less doom than the Gigamart, true. That Gigamart was way more swarming than I thought it would be. Aren't the treadmills electronic? I think they are, yeah. I'll check those out in a sec. Or tomorrow morning. Given the time on the clock. I wanted to look presentable for you viewers. Clean myself up a little bit. We are up to about 100 hours. I'm also hungry as hell. Another reason to go to the townhouses to the southeast is it would probably help with the whole need more food. Because I'm dipping into my non-perishable packaged dried goods, but that will run out, you know, eventually, and it's going to be really... Oh, yeah, I definitely hear some zombies underneath me. It'll be really handy for me to have more non-perishables to wait for the crops to be harvestable. I think if I find twin beds over in the apartment complexes, I'll try to move them. I don't really want to move a double bed because it's twice the carry weight, twice the time that I would have to move things, and I don't move very fast. But if there's like a twin, absolutely, I'll go for it. I'm really digging this base location. I mean, it's weird, but the fact that I've got, like, infinite water is kind of nice. Because normally, unless you want to run around... There are some rain barrels to loot, like the garden store that's sort of the center south of town. You can loot your rain barrels, but usually most players will just level up their carpentry until they can make them. Would stairs up to the roof be as safe as the rope? It depends on how you built the stairs. If you built walls on the stairs so that you couldn't fall, yeah, it would be safer. But if you didn't have... So on the stairs alone, you have the base of the stair, the actual stairs, and then the top, the landings. The landings you can fall off the side. The actual stairs you can't. So you would need to add walls or railings to every landing. Ideally walls, because railings you can just, like, vault over and then fall to your death. The other thing I could do is to set it up so that when I climb, it's like a phone booth setup, so that it's like two walls with a rope and a going up, so there's nothing to hold on. There's nothing to grab other than the rope, so that it's like foolproof. That would be another way to do it, and it would be really inexpensive to do too. So that way, when you're climbing over it, you know, there's only one spot that you're able to climb, and it's the one spot that has a rope. There's a lot of solutions. And we could eventually pick one. There's another way that I'd like to be able to build to enter the base too, but I need more carpentry skill for that. So let's go down to the townhouses and break some TVs. Also try for the treadmills too. See if they're any good. I might want to leave one, though, for my own use. But yeah, these are electrical. Ooh, there is a lot of XP, too. Nope, sorry, treadmill. I can hit one just like getting that last treadmill. So let me grab a plank. Build my way over, destroy it, and then destroy the treadmill, the bridge on my way back. Which means, what should I do today? Oh, you know what? I'm going to add one more thing to this list. What should Victor do today? So, there you go. At the bottom is a grab a better car. Both you and your wife bought Against the Storm? Yeah, it's a game I particularly like. There's a lot of games that like I'll play for the stream and like I kind of won't return to. So I just don't feel the need to. But Against the Storm's one of those games where it's like, oh no, I could really just play this for fun. There's not a lot of games I would say that about. Actually, how about I just dismantle it? Slightly less destructive. The idea was to sort of keep a gym here intact so that I can work out. Never, because working out in this game is pointless. But, you know, if I ever wanted to. Well, I feel a little accomplished. Got that, didn't even have to leave the building. Went over to the Gigamart for no reason. Also filling in the last hole in the roof. Well, second to last, there's still the rope hole, but I'm not counting that yet. Alright, going for a better car. What I might end up doing is just, like, driving around looking for one. I know that there was a really good one over here, but it's kind of far away. Might be further than I want to travel. So, I'll just take a look around the neighborhood, see if there's something better that I could pick up. Because I do think you guys are right. The vehicle I currently drive is totally a liability. Completely and totally a liability, and it wouldn't take much for it to get me killed. You're going to consider that I have a hatch for the hole? So the idea eventually will be for me to build, like, walls and a door or something so that it's, like, enclosed. That way it seems a little more realistic. Work on carpentry's skill with the chairs and table. The chairs and the tables are plastic. They're not wood. In fact, I don't even think the chairs get broken down. No. You can destroy them, but you can't break them down. They're, like, not made of a material. Oh, no, the plastic tables can be broken down. But there's only 2 of them. And that stuff down there. Not really worth it to me. Not yet. You're a noob on Twitch. What does this do? It just makes it easier for me to notice that you've said something. That's all it does. It's not magic. The current priority is find a better car. On the way up to the video store, there was a few cars. There was that little Dart that looked good, but I'd probably want a car that had better storage space, I'd imagine. Oh, did you just put the stew in your backpack? That's going to be weird. Totally reasonable place for your stew. The van by Lewis's old place. Yeah, that car was really good condition. I could go up that way. Yeah, I could just do that. I mean, I have a lead on that one. I can understand how that just makes sense. And I won't be doing that today. I'll be doing it tomorrow. It's already 5 p.m. So too late in the day to go out. How's the weight? 86. So I've lost... I think my peaked at like 89 or 90. So I've lost some weight. On my 100% just straight Oh, don't eat that. My straight starvation diet. You know what I think I'm going to do? Is, I'm going to try to get a bed. I'm feeling lucky, and I'm going to go over to the townhouses and see if I can't just steal myself a bed, because I'm getting kind of tired of having to climb up for a bed every night, and then climb back down. And I will back up what Glitch is saying. Minestrone soup is not typically veggie only. It can be, but I would know, because I don't eat meat, so whenever I buy soups, I have to look very closely at the label to make sure that they leave out chicken and the other stuff. Also, sometimes it's, what are they even called? The, like, tiny little meatballs? Like, micro meatballs that you can find in minestrone soup? They probably have a name, but I don't know what they're called. Going with mini meatballs. That's what I'm calling them now. Oh, I probably should bring a radio over. The gazebo is, as far as the game's concerned, the gazebo is indoors. It's just the way the game engine works. So, anything that is a building will be registered as indoors, which is why it just behaves differently. So that includes, like, construction sites and things like that. PZ's a little bit weird about that. Alright, here we go. I'm feeling lucky. 45% chance I break it. Multi-kill. Yeah, I destroyed it. I'm just gonna destroy everything. Or not. That was interesting. Victor decided to spin. Starting to get low in cigarettes? No, I have like hundreds, just not on me, but back in the old base. Why I'm not concerned. All right, come on. Someone's gonna give me a bed. I haven't cleared these out yet. So there could be zombies, there could be food. Both. I don't have a microwave back home, but I haven't really needed to heat things up yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. Wow, they have a Let's Make Love CD with a Discman on that shelf. That's all that was on that shelf. Okay. Well, I got half that bed. That's modern beds, pieces 2 and 4. If I keep breaking half of the beds, maybe eventually I'll get a whole bed. I'm still feeling lucky, though. I did it! I got a fancy bed. All right, let's get home. Let's celebrate. Bits for the bed. It is honestly going to be really nice to not have to climb up every time, because that's sort of what got me with the broken femur in the first place. Wow, it is cold. Negative 31, almost negative 32. It's not the coldest it's been, but it's pretty cold. And then it has about a 10 to 15 Celsius wind chill. Horrifying. And we're still in summer. So I just realized... How warm is it here? 46, 47? Because I'm going to want to put the bed, like, somewhere close to the fire. So, although, as much as it is in my way here, I'm going to put it here, because this is as close to the fire as I can get. Without, you know, knocking out, plant crop. Because at some point, I'll probably want to do laundry or change my clothing, and I'm not going to want to freeze to death as I do that. Whoa, I'm really, really low on food. I could cover up parts of the pool for that. True. True. I could try to carpentry floor there or around it. In fact, I could even do that for a farm, which would be even better. If I covered up like 2 units to the southwest and like 1 to the northeast for the farm. Kidney beans and rice. So in PZ it's just radius. Walls won't matter at all. In fact, you could stick one of these things outdoors and it would have the same... Well, that's not true. But I could stick this in a gazebo and it would have the same heating effect. Outdoors has a different ambient temperature than indoors. But the TLDR is, yeah, the game doesn't really care about walls or insulation. None of those mechanics exist yet. The Dark Void is a pool, yeah. It's just a graphical glitch. If I exited out and then came back in, it would look correct. So I just wanted to do some cooking ahead of time for once, so that I can actually go out to the van tomorrow. What the heck? I put it on the floor, didn't I? Wait, where'd it go? Hang on, where did my cooking pot go? What the? Did you just steal my rice? You saw me place it, and then it just went yoink. Game. Why you steal my soup? Place is haunted. Universe took its tax. You know, I'm trying to place it again. I'm placing another radio. Alright, it's there for now. I don't see it on the floor anywhere. It's not, as far as I could tell, in my inventory. There's the empty cooking pot, but that's not the one I'm looking for. I legitimately don't know where it went. Maybe it's like in the parking garage underneath me or something. Maybe it like glitched through the ground. I'll look in this pile. No, it's not in this pile. Right? I didn't miss it. No, it's not there. It yeeted into the void. Did I somehow throw it into a sack over here? I was so happy that I, like, cooked ahead of time, and I set it aside and everything. Okay, game. Alright, fine. Have my soup. I can't make my soup and eat it too. Can confirm the pool enjoyed the rice. It's just the difficulty tax. I'll chalk it up to difficulty tax. Game's making sure I'm sufficiently challenged. Alright, we are off. So I do like the idea of going to get that Econo van that was up by the Ready Prep. So that's where I'm going to head to. Before I do that, I'm going to top up the generator with the jerry can in the trunk. Because I'll probably swing by the gas station once I have the van and fill it up. Oh, I screwed up my uptime, didn't I? I like how Nightbot is, like, telling you to fix it. Nightbot's being sassy. I'll fix that in just a second. Oh, I almost fell again. The roof there is not a real roof. But, like, window. Alright, what's wrong with the uptime? Oh, yeah, okay. If only you saw this typo. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm too embarrassed. Uptime will work now. Did I do an oopsie? Yep. Just a little bit. No, 2032 is still a valid time. I set up my uptime for April 47th. Yep. April 47th. Otherwise known as, like, June, how many days are in May? June, I don't know, 5th or something? Alright, where am I driving? So, 2 up, 1 right. Or 2 more blocks up and then wing a right. And we'll go up to the 81% van. May 17th? I don't know. Whatever. Math. Just magic math. Some wrong date. Clearly there is not a 47th of April. But boy, it would be interesting if there was. Kind of poses the question how you would track time in on Venus. I only mention that because a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. So would it be a year-to-day ratio rather than a day-to-year ratio? I don't know. It's a bit of a hypothetical until people start living on Venus. But I'm also of the mind that Venus is going to be more habitable for humans than Mars. That's my actual educated guess, legit. So I think if we start to have like the Expanse level colonies, Sky Cities on Venus is more feasible. And that was a wild tangent. Hello, Van. I got some looky-loos trying to stop me from breaking into the van. Hang on, I gotta smoke my cigarette. Good memory glitch that this thing... I mean, I did have it written on the map, but... I would have forgotten. Hey, Space Corgi! Speaking of living on Venus... Smoking while adding gasoline to the van? Yeah, just, you know. Victor doing Victor things. It's how he rolls. Or dies. I love watching the videos of, like, people smoking at gas stations, and the gas station attendant just, like, casually walks outside, picks up the fire extinguisher, and just douses them. It's like, yes. Yes, absolutely. You don't see a lot of, like, truly exploding gas stations in America. But I've definitely seen my fair share of, like videos from, like, Russia, where, like, people blow up gas stations to Kingdom Come. Pretty wild stuff. TLDR, don't mess around. I think the van might be full of gas. Well, I don't mind having a spare battery either. No, I can still add gas. Okay, I added 0.04 gas, so yeah, I think it is actually full. Sweet. Full tank. Probably has a small gas tank stains. It was a survivor vehicle, so that might be true, but it's still, I think it's probably like 32 units of gas or something like that. We'll see. 64 units of gas. Holy cow. All right. So we're swell for that. That's a big gas tank. Is there anything left in the starter car? I need a new window, but there was a pickup truck in the parking lot just to my north. So I'll grab a window from there. I think... yeah, I'm going to siphon the rest of the gasoline out of the red car, which might save me a trip to the gas station. It did, because these are full. So now I have 2 full gas cans, a full van, and I don't believe there was anything in the... glove. No, nothing in the glove box. Let's leave the key behind, like Mahai Goku mentioned, in case I'm dead. Oh, wait, where? Did I just destroy my keychain? I threw it in the trunk. Okay, yeah. Good going, me. Alright, so now there's key in ignition, which means I can mark this down as a emergency vehicle, because it will always be here. Well, not always, but it will be here in case of an emergency. I'll put in blue, because it's usable. A working car. I could also grab another Jenny while I'm up here, but I don't think I need one. I just want a window from that pickup truck. And for that, I need to go kill some zombies. One thing I've noticed is I don't have constant pain anymore. So the femur definitely healed up enough to not be in constant pain, which is good. Does leaving a key in like that drain the battery? Whether it does or not, I don't know. But once I leave this chunk, it won't matter, because the vehicle will be in stasis. It'll be like in a frozen state. Same goes for pretty much all the game mechanics other than like perishables and plant growth. So it's, yeah, I could have put it in the glove box or something. That might have been better. One thing I didn't check was the engine quality on this. Oh no, all of them. Okay, do I want to fight like 30-something zombies for a car window? Not really. I'd rather just drive around to find a better car window. Although that ambulance is totaled. That one has broken windows, broken windows. Alright, so it's not in this lot then. Is that a key? Yeah, it's a car key to one of these cars. Not that it matters, now that I can hotwire. I do like how the keys are the size of like the keys that bars give you, or gas stations give you to enter their like locked bathrooms. Like totally behemoth keys. Makes it easy to find. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about the window. I'm just gonna roll home. Hey, Krieg. Howdy. Does driving change in snow? It does. Your traction goes down, and you slide around a little bit more, stuff like that. So, what should I do tomorrow? There's the list. You guys vote. Now I'm going to try to get home in one piece. One thing I didn't check with this van, which I should have, had I been thinking of it, was how inflated the tires are, because you can improve your traction by having well-inflated tires. And in fact, the game goes so far, if you have tires with zero pressure, at least it used to work this way, I don't know if it's still true, but like your tires just fall off. Which means that like if you're replacing a car tire and you don't pump it up, your tire just falls off once you try to drive. Which is hella funny. So, 2 intersections take a right. Copy that. One thing that I will note missing on that So the scavenge for books should just be look for the farming magazine. Technically, I would still be going to, like, bookstores. But, like this one. There's a bookstore right here. But I have all the books that I need. I just don't have the magazines that I need. Oh. Shoot the gap! Game's running chunky, makes it hard to steer. Alright, let's see if the tires were needing air. The rear left a little. They're all value tires too, which is not great. How's the battery? Battery's... So the engine, if you're wondering, is pretty low quality, which is not perfect, but, you know, whatever. And then the battery is fine. I don't need to worry about that. I'll just inflate all the tires while I'm here. Yeah, definitely one of those knockoff... Oh, wrong one. Knockoff brand tires, but that's fine. It just means that there's work to be done to improve the vehicle. What's interesting is I have 4 identical tires and they all have different friction values. I don't know why. They just do. But a 100 storage unit trunk is kind of nice. We need an option to ignore, like, the rooftops when you're driving by. I agree. It is really a problem. It's such a menace to try to be driving around and not knowing if you're about to hit something. Because it's showing you the roof, which is not useful information for the player when you're in a car. All buildings above the first floor should just be invisible as far as I'm concerned when you're driving around. That'd be a good toggle. It looks like we're in for some good old-fashioned organization. Got it. Difference is tread? Alright. I was sort of hoping that I was going to return home. Oops. And the soup would be here. Obviously, it is not. So I'm going to just start working on organization now. Oh, I can crouch now? Nice. Well, that's a huge milestone for my recovery. And then I can crouch sprint faster than I can hobble. I know that makes no sense at all. Of course, nothing else disappears other than my my soup. Yep. Just soup looting. Soup loot things. Oh yeah, I'm moving now. Maybe I'm healing a lot faster than I thought. Doesn't seem as bad as I originally had, you know, had thought that would happen. Okay. Some of these crops are going to need watering. The game just wanted that that food from me. I just needed to nourish the game. That's all. After a while, I'll make sure to check for diseases. So I have a feeling like I have got more crop blight on my hands than I'm aware of. There is a trait that helps you heal faster. I just don't have it. Most players actually do the opposite. They take the slow healer trait. The argument for that would be a lot of the times when you get hurt, you don't get hurt, you just die. So you might as well take slow healer to free up some trait points so that you can survive better with better traits. And I usually do that. Slow healer is one that I take almost all the time. And for most wounds, it doesn't really matter. Like, slow healer is not that big of a deal. Most cuts, as long as they're not infected or as long as it's not a bite, it's not that big of a deal. Cuts on your arms are a little annoying because it will make you swing slower, do less damage. But like torso, laceration, I mean, even cuts on your legs tend not to be that big of a deal. It's just fractures. Fractures are the real nasty ones. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.